Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Law Talk, a public service of the Southwest Louisiana Law Center and CBS Lake Charles. I'm Mark, the Director Judson.
Jonathan, Law Dog Fontenot.
Law Dog, our question of the day, one in which you're highly intrigued by, I can tell by your body language and demeanor. When you're buying something and you got to put money down on whatever you're buying, do we need to know, do you want it to be a deposit or earnest money? Deposit or earnest money?
The question is, who is Ernest and why is he getting money?
Ernest is a lucky guy. Deposit or earnest money? What's the difference?
I don't know what earnest money is.
All right, so earnest money, when you're buying something and you got to put money down, you want to be very careful if you're the buyer to distinguish between a mere deposit and earnest money. If you're putting earnest money down on something and the deal doesn't go through, you don't get it back. All right, some sellers are going to require that before they hold land, before they'll take their land off the market or whatever it is, it could be a car, it could be a building, it could be anything. Before they take it off the market and before they're going to wait around for you to come up with all the money, what they need, they may require an earnest money advance.
So it's a non-refundable deposit.
Non-refundable. When you put that money down and the deal falls through
no fault of your own.
Through no fault of the buyer, then the buyer's lost the money.
Wow.
It's a payment, it's a consideration paid to the seller to hold.
Are they usually the same percentage?
It could be anything, whatever the seller and buyer agree to.
Then why would you choose one that you don't get back versus one you do get back?
Because the seller may not sell it to you at all. It may be so important and so valuable to the seller that the seller says, sorry, if we don't make this earnest money, I ain't selling it to you.
I got you.
So a deposit, by contrast, can be retrieved. A deposit is a good faith showing that the buyer is going to go through with it. It's money that's held usually in escrow, usually in some neutral account, and it's held as a security good faith deposit as an indication that the buyer is going to go through with the purchase of the property. But if the property falls through, the deposit is refunded to the buyer, right? So earnest money or deposit, earnest money is a lot more serious. You'll lose the earnest money if the deal doesn't go through. Deposit, you get the money back if it doesn't go through. Something you need to know before you enter into a contract, particularly into a real estate contract.
Give me my money, Ernest.
You've been watching another edition of Law Talk, a public service of the Southwest Louisiana Law Center and CBS Lake Charles.